buried in our history, a celebrated case showing the evolution of the humanity of the peoples of their times, where they were drawing the line here in the colony, and where it was used in England. But it's lost. Unless you take up one of the old books put out by the Historical Society and you read those books as I have, these are stories that you will miss. I therefore want to say this, that the Bahamas government, I can't say that we will purchase the books, but let me say that I will recommend to the Minister of Education, and then tell him we should. Purchase books to put into the schools. Because everything we do to advance their knowledge here. And so you can rest assured that we will do that. Secondly, don't stop. You know, I'm sure this kind of work keeps you going. And there's always more land to conquer. And so I want to know that Peter Christie's history and Dr. Kelly's history, because for some reason they're finding it difficult to write the history. And I'm serious about that. Paul Adley didn't write his history. I mean, an authentic, real, impactful history through the years. I defended once a new boat from Spanish Wells, and by the time I finished speaking to the granddaddy in the family, I realized that so much of the history is lost. I told Brent Simmons the other day, he hasn't even written a history of what had been written by his daddy. And so there is something unhealthy in a country about that reality. And I therefore want to say that I'm going to use this coming year as an opportunity for the country to know what it has not done historically, and to put in place a number of people who are writers, to cause there to be a commitment at the beginning, right, of capturing the history in a meaningful way of our country. And I mean, the additional effort, I should say, because Gail and yourself and others have written, and Paul, Dr. Paul have written, and Michael Craig has written, and then you've seen the biographies of the political persons who have written under policy, named Ivy DeMont. And so it's happening. And what we have to do, I said to our Governor General after the post, man, for goodness sake, why are you going to allow someone to define for you, right, your own political history? And so let me just tell you, there's an old African proverb that I would sit down with, that I recite all the time, that until lives have their own authors, the tale of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. Until we tell our story, it will be told by others. The emphasis will not be right. The accuracy will not be there. So we must continue until lives have their own purpose. When we were in Parliament commemorating the 50th anniversary of women's suffrage, a female senator got up and said, Mr. Christie, the lioness are now speaking to the king.
Mr. Prime Minister,
I had agreed to go at the same time to the National Art Gallery because Dawn Davis has published a wonderful book on Bahamian art, and she's captured that art, and I promised her faithfully I would come, but I've just been told the Governor General it's only before they will not be come. So I wonder if I could beg your leave and go to assist Ms. Davies with the presentation and launch a book. I don't care.
was or is the Prime Minister in his absence. We thank him, but really we need to thank very much our President, a marvelous job, and this evening has worked out beautifully. Listening to the Prime Minister, he did realize that some of us, and Dr. Tate is here too, and Anne and Jim and many, and Paul, many of us are authors. But what I find in today's Bahamas is people say that no history has been written. I think it's and Chris Curry, it's an insult to all of us. And I know that we haven't done everything, but we have done more than scrape the surface, I think. Some of us have really done original research and expressed it in various books. So we must do more, and what I think is some, like Peter, Christie, perhaps writing is very time-consuming and tiring. I feel like I'm going to drop because I'm trying to finish a book now. What I think is, for some people, it might be good to do interviews, be interviewed, and have somebody help you to transcribe it and make it into a book, if it's a biography. Because when I was doing Dame Marguerite's biography, actually I interviewed her. Most of the words are hers. Some of them, of course, I had to write a lot of it, but a lot of the actual text came really from her. So we can help each other. Some of us who have the time, I don't know if historians have the time, we can help. But I see Patty McCollis, and she's a prolific writer, but she is so literary, and I think you have to, all of us have to write more. But thank you, Jim, for this evening. Congratulations, and enjoy this evening.
You're welcome to share the refreshments, and like I said, at the back, we open the door, there are books, and you will find books from individuals who are in this room. Just go and have a look, and you'd like to probably make a purchase or two. Christmas is coming, gifts, so please, yes. Oh, yes, the musicians, Virginia Barnes and friends, my apologies, I should remember that. Please give them a round of applause.